Okay, this is PreCalc chapter 2-5 assignment 23, and this is example 4 using the rational zero test, and find the rational zero of f of x equal 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 3. Okay, before we run this, we get that from the textbook. This is the possible rational zeros is if you write this down, go ahead. Factors constant term. Constant in this one is right here. I will use yellow highlighter. This is constant. So factors constant term, including 0. So it's a plus minus. So let me see, plus minus 3 or plus minus 1. Okay. I'm not adding or subtracting denominator, just this is a possibility I want to write down here. Okay, factors leading coefficient including 1. So leading coefficient is 2, but as factors including 1 is going to be 2 here. And I'm not adding or subtracting denominator, it's just a possibility. That's why there's a comma in between and 1 here. All right, let's write down the number here. And the possibility number. So possibility number here, it's going to be 3 over 2, right? 3 over 2, okay? And 1 over 2. Sorry, let's copy first. So 3 over 2 is one of the possibility. Next one is 1 over 2 plus minus, right? So it's going to be 1 over 2 here. Now, let's see. 3 over 1, which is 3. So I write down this one, plus minus 3 instead of, okay? And this one is plus minus 1 over plus minus over 1. So there's right here, possibility here. Okay? So there's 2, 2, 2, 2. So 8 possibilities, but we can't run through that many times. So usually I start with -1 or 1. Synthetic division. So remember synthetic division, we run through the coefficient here, right? So I write down this and maybe cut and paste this one. So number comes here. Oh, sorry. And 2 visible here. So you run the coefficient, make sure its number is not skipping, its exponent is not skipping. So let's highlight this green this time. 2, 3, -8, 3 here. Okay. Let's type it. 2, 3, -8, 3. Okay. The first number, it comes down here. Okay, that's 2. Okay. You can run through this 3 over 2 or half, or whatever here, or negative or positive. It might be a little too complicated. I always go with positive 1 here. Okay, k equal positive 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. Synthetic division you add, it's going to be 5. 1 times 5 is 5. You add is going to be -3. -3 times 1 is -3. Bingo. This is 3 minus -3 is 0. 3 plus -3 is 0. So this is one of the factors. So let's write down this one. this comes on k minus x minus k form. So you plug in this divisor to k, which is x plus 1. Now I will rewrite this one, so let's cut and paste. And this is a quotient here, right? So this one, I put the equal sign. X minus k, k is implied in here. So x minus 1 is one of the quotient. X minus 1, I just write down x minus 1 at the beginning here. Come here. Okay, now you have to write down this part. So this is what? 2x is one exponents lower than this value. So 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. I'm going up here. Okay. So take a look. That's the number. Okay. So now I will put the parentheses here. Parentheses here. Okay. Now this one as going to be product of this. All right. So now what do you see here? X minus 1, and this is still, you can factor this. You can run through this and you can go through other numbers, except we got the bingo on the first one, first number, but you have to run through another 7 thing. It might be too much for you. In that case, if you look at this and you can do X factors. And I think some of you are familiar with X factors, so I do right here. Sorry. Okay, X factor here is going to be, we look at 2 numbers, yellow, green. Yellow times green is going to be this number. Sky blue, you plug in here. Okay? Yellow times green is -6. Okay? And sky blue is 5. Okay? Now, what is a number? If you multiply -6 and if you add, it's going to be +5. So it must be 1 and, wait, 2 and 3? If you multiply, it's going to be -6. And if you add, it's going to be 5. In that case, 1 and 6, sorry, 1 and 6. And since this is positive, 1 and 6, and think about which one has to be negative. So positive wins. So this one should be negative. This should be positive. Okay, I will change this one color to red. All right, so take a look. This one is -1 times +6, which is -6, it will work. If you add those 2 numbers, it's 5. Okay, so you use this number. This is not still, it's a part of the process. So I will write down equal sign here and cut and paste those 2 products here. Oh, where is that? Create. Okay, now we are focusing on this on the right-hand side one. So if you factor this, it's going to be space here. Oh, it doesn't work. All right, there might be a number here. There should be a number, so maybe let me erase this one. So it must be here, 2x space and 2x space. But look at the product of those two numbers. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. So it has to be one number reduced. And if you see this number comes on here, you can reduce to the lower, if you see the common factor, this x factor is, you can, I'm sorry, it's not a good idea. This is, I'm taking from here, okay? Now, this one comes here. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. It's not 2x squared, so it must be one of the numbers should be lower down to lower factor. You can see the factor of those numbers. So this is what? Common factor is 2. So you can reduce to 2 divided by 2 is 1. This 2, 3. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 3 is positive 6x. Negative x becomes 5x. Negative 1 times positive 3 is negative 6. So this works. So this is what x factor is. And let me write them clearly here. Equal sign. 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 3. 2x minus 1, I'm sorry, and x plus 3, I believe. X plus 3. Okay, so if you plug in negative 3 on this equation, and x factor, it worked. And also x, so let's write down the possible 0. So x equal 1. And you can plug in half, right? So x could be half. Half, and x could be negative 3, comma, and x could be negative 3. Okay, so those are rational zeros. Okay, I hope you understand. So this is the process you have to do. Create the factor, this equal to this factor, and you plug in what number plug in inside the parenthesis becomes 0. Okay, I hope you understand. So this is a little treat. I don't know if it's a treat to you, but I will play a music for you for your weekend. Have a nice weekend.